Hi guys, Veno here and welcome to a 3 a.m. rambles in the morning with Veno video. I'm not really sure. I never understand how to completely present these videos, to be honest with you guys, but I know quite a few people do enjoy these. As I said, 3 a.m. in the morning rambles with Veno. I was going to record one yesterday, to be honest. It's currently 2 a.m. actually on Friday the 4th of October 2024. As I said, these don't always exactly get recorded at 3 a.m. It's just that seems to be a thing or was a thing for a while, way back in the day. But some people enjoy these videos. They enjoy the candidness of them, and I enjoy the candidness of them. So I thought I would do one now. Was going to do one yesterday before I settled down, but to be honest, I was actually quite knackered. Went to bed quite late, so there you go. I've actually been off work for the last 3 days. I'm going to work tomorrow because I kind of have to, in a sense. But I'm off on Monday again, and we'll get onto that in a moment. So basically, I've been off the last few days because I've been waiting in for a parcel from my dad, for a phone to be delivered, basically. It has now been delivered, but there was some shenanigans and some stuff that happened around that. Basically, long story short, is when the courier first turned up on the Tuesday, basically had the wrong phone number, and a code was supposed to be sent that I had to give them to be able to give the phone. Didn't end up having that on the Tuesday. The courier came back on the Wednesday, yesterday, and then today's technically Friday, but anyway, Wednesday, came back Wednesday and managed to get the parcel. So that was all well and good, but Tuesday was not a good day in many different ways. The internet was down all day, which is actually why I was home from work, or off work rather than just working from home, because there was actually planned maintenance by our ISP, internet service provider, all day basically. And when the phone wasn't delivered on Tuesday, I had to contact somebody at work to basically be like, can I have Wednesday and Thursday off just as a backup, just in case I need to have them off to get this phone delivered, because in the back of my head I'm like, this is going to go on for quite some time. So I was just sort of hedging my bets when it came to how much time I might have needed off. So there you go. But the item did arrive on Wednesday, so that's all good. Dad's happy with his phone from what I could work out, so all good, from that point of view. And then today I went down to CX to trade in a whole load of stuff, because there's actually a couple of box sets, wrestling box sets actually, that I've gone ahead and click and collected from Chichester. I've been there before. You guys have seen me go there before. I might record a video. I'm going there on Saturday, and I'm going to be picking up the Royal Rumble anthology set and the WrestleMania anthology set. And at some point down the road, I'm going to be picking up the SummerSlam anthology set. All three of these sets all came out around 2006, 2007, and they all depict the first iterations of those pay-per-views right up until 2007, 2008, whenever the sets came out, and then they'll go for quite a pretty penny. I've been after the WrestleMania anthology sets for quite some time now, I must say, simply because I was going to buy it a few years ago. Contacted a seller on Facebook Marketplace, I think it was, to get one of the sets, and they were selling it for £80. We had everything squared away, so to speak, for me to go round there or wherever they were that weekend that was coming up. And then they messaged me like the day before or a couple of days before, saying that somebody else has offered them basically double the amount of money for the item, so they had to sell it to that particular individual. Ironically, what I've just paid for it off from CX is double £80, to be honest, but it is what it is. I also picked up the Royal Rumble anthology set, because years ago when I searched the WrestleMania anthology set and did some research on it, I discovered there was a Royal Rumble anthology set and there's a SummerSlam anthology set as well. So I've also because both the Royal Rumble and the WrestleMania set are both at Chichester, I thought I would click and collect or get both at the same time and then get the SummerSlam set later on. I have resubscribed to WWE Network, and I do understand that the network has gone through, WWE in general has gone through some reorganising, I suppose would be the wording. They've just launched on the CW, which is also obviously a Warner Brothers or a Warner network, and in January Raw is coming to Netflix. So they're actually decreasing the length of Raw from 3 hours down to 2 hours. There's a 2 hour week show. I think SmackDown's 2 hours, Raw's 3 hours, and NXT is an hour and a half. That's a lot of wrestling. 6.5 hours of wrestling every week if you keep up with everything. Yeah, so they're going to decrease the length of Raw down to 2.5 hours and then put it onto Netflix as of January next year. The decreasing it down to 2 hours is actually at the request of Netflix. I guess Netflix have some kind of metric when it comes to how long people typically watch things for, and I'm guessing that the 3 hours would be too long for someone to watch something, because as we know through YouTube, watch hours and watch minutes is far more important than simply someone just clicking on your video. You've got to keep them interested for X amount of time. So I'm guessing Netflix know that 3 hours for a show every single week is not going to maintain interest, so they've asked them to get it down to 2 hours, and apparently the WWE have agreed to that. They kind of have to, with AEW now being a thing. They kind of have to get some of their shows out there. There is a bit of confusion. People thought that WWE Network was going. It's not. It's still saying there. It's just that they are, I suppose, licensing or syndicating, I suppose would be an old term, or in a sense, some of their shows to other subscription services in order to make them more accessible and things like that. But I do believe the network is still saying for like pay-per-views and things like that. But yeah, I'll be going to collect those box sets on Saturday. And I've been enjoying a lot of good time on WWE 2K24 with Luke. I'm also going to be, and this is why I'm off Monday, I'm also going to be pre-ordering Silent Hill 2 remake on Sunday. I am getting the deluxe edition. I'm pre-ordering it tomorrow because the review embargo lifts tomorrow, as far as I understand it, or today, depending on how you look at it. The 4th of October is when the review embargo apparently lifts. So I'm going to look at the reviews. If they're good, I'm going to go ahead and pre-order the deluxe edition. And the deluxe edition on the PlayStation specifically gives you 48 hours early access to the game. So I'll be able to access that on Sunday, and I've booked Monday off in order to make the most of the extra 48 hours that I'll be getting from that. I think that is everything as it stands at the moment. There's probably going to be a TFAC tomorrow or over the weekend. And if you're wondering, guys, when it comes to where's my Halloween Kills review and what about the other horror reviews that I've promised for the month of October, I actually, when I was at CX today, bought Halloween Kills on Blu-ray. I bought the extended version because Luke recommended I watch the extended version as my first way of watching the movie. So I've got that on Blu-ray. Was going to get it on 4K, but a different store has it on 4K. Maybe I'll go to that store on Sunday. We'll see. And pick up the 4Ks of Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. We'll see how I'm feeling over the weekend when it comes to doing another train trip. I keep looking to see if Chichester have any of them on 4K. I don't think they do. I may have a quick look around Chichester while I'm there to see if there's any stores that may have them relatively cheap. We'll see. But I do now have it on Blu-ray, and I'm probably going to be watching it tomorrow when I finish work. I'm working from home tomorrow, but when I finish work, I'll probably be putting on Halloween Kills, getting some popcorn from the co-op, from the shop, and I'll be, watching some Halloween Kills. So my review of Halloween Kills will probably be up over the weekend, I'm guessing, because I'll probably watch it after work tomorrow. Obviously about a 2-hour film, so I'll finish watching it about 8 o'clock my time tomorrow. Obviously you need to record the video, edit it and upload it, and then get it up basically at a reasonable time in which people will be able to watch and enjoy it. So there you go. And then probably, actually, I'll tell you what I'll probably do. I'll give you my first impressions of the Silent Hill 2 remake at some point. That's a horror game. That's part of the whole horror thing that I want to do for the month of October. And then probably the next film I'll be watching is probably Halloween Ends. I'll probably do the whole the most recent Halloween trilogy as a trilogy, and then get those up, and then probably the next movie that I will watch, potentially Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We'll see on that one. I started watching it the other day and got about 20 minutes in, so maybe that will be the next one I watch. I do really want to watch and review Hatchet, which came out in 2006, which is kind of like a homage to slasher movies and that kind of stuff. So, and I do want to watch Scream 5 and Scream 6. So maybe I'll fit those in somewhere. We'll see. I'm not really, as you guys know, I'm not really one to, stick to anything. I do things very much ad lib, very much as and when. So we'll see what October looks like. But I think for the foreseeable, when it comes to videos, will be Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends reviews, and then I'll give you my first impressions of Silent Hill 2, and then we'll move on to whatever film comes after that. Until next time, guys, take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Ta-ra.